Today we are going to discuss the cyclic coordinate. A cyclic coordinate. Let us consider we have a system. We know that the Lagrangian of a system is a function of its position coordinate, its generalized velocity and time. So we can write the Lagrangian as a function of position, velocity, generalized velocity and time. Independent of when one of these coordinates, then its derivative with respect to that coordinate shall be 0. Let us say that L is independent of position coordinate. So if L is independent of position coordinate, then its derivative is with respect to that coordinate is 0. Now if the derivative of a particular coordinate with respect if the derivative of the Lagrangian with respect to a particular coordinate is 0, then such a coordinate is called cyclic or ignorable coordinate. So such a coordinate is called cyclic or ignorable coordinate, and such a system is said to be conjugate to that coordinate. Considering equation number 1, we have partial L by partial Qi is equal to 0. This implies that the Lagrangian equation will become dy dt of partial L by partial Qi dot minus partial L by partial Qi is equal to 0. Substituting this value in above equation, we have d by dt of partial L by partial Qi is equal to 0. This implies that partial L by partial Qi dot is equal to constant. This partial L by partial Qi is actually Pk is equal to partial L by partial Qi dot, that is generalized momentum. So this implies that if the Lagrangian is independent of position coordinate, then the momentum of this system shall always remain, the corresponding generalized momentum shall always remain conserved. We can deduce the conserved nature of certain physical parameter from this cyclic coordinate in another way. So let us define cyclic coordinate in another way, that is, let's say a cyclic coordinate is the coordinate on which the physical parameter for example momentum does not depend or moreover one can conclude that the physical parameter will remain conserved the physical parameter will remain conserved motion is when the motion is being taken in that coordinate. We define a cyclic coordinate is the coordinate on which a certain physical parameter, for example momentum, for example position, for example energy, does not depend, or moreover one can conclude that the physical parameter will remain conserved when the motion is being taken in that coordinate. This cyclic coordinate has an application in determining the conservative nature of the motion. We can determine the conservative nature of the motion. So you can say a cyclic coordinate is very useful in determining the conservative nature of the motion. Okay. So let us consider a system, for example a projectile or a simple system of a pendulum. We can write, let us consider a system in which we have two coordinates. One is, let's say, a projectile is moving or a simple pendulum is moving. Whatever the system is, I am going to write the Lagrangian of a system, and my Lagrangian is, let's say, the kinetic energy of the system is half m r dot square. Let we assume the motion in xy plane. We have assumed the motion in xy plane, so we have t is equal to half m x dot square plus y dot square. Similarly, its potential energy is a function of just the y coordinate, so I am just going to write it as potential energy is equal to a function of y coordinate only, and this is some constant times, let us say 2y. So the potential energy is some constant times 2y. So the Lagrangian of this system, let me write potential energy as L is equal to minus 2ay. So the Lagrangian of the system will become, Lagrangian L is equal to half m x dot square plus y dot square and plus 2ay. So we can clearly see that the second term in Lagrangian L is independent of x coordinate. We can conclude that during the motion, the momentum of the system, let's say we have a projectile which is moving from this position to this position, the px term of this system, that is the linear momentum along x-axis, shall remain conserved. Px will remain conserved. But this is not necessary that the momentum is the only, it is not necessarily the only conserved quantity in this system. The energy of the system is also conserved because the total energy of the system is also conserved because this function, these quantities do not depend on time explicitly. So we can say also total energy is conserved say H is conserved because the system does not depend explicitly on time. But usually it is not easy to recognize the cyclic coordinate in different system. For example, I consider a system where L is equal to half m x dot square plus y dot square minus 2 a x minus y. Here, as we can see that both the terms depend on both the x and y. The first term actually depends on the velocities in x along x axis and y axis, and the second term depends upon the x and y coordinates. So now if we want to determine the conserved quantity, for example total momentum, that is p, which is px plus py, so we will have to determine, we will have to take the vector sum of the momentum, and let us call them vectors. Vector sum of the momentum whose conservation in x and y direction will be conserved. So that was about the cyclic coordinate. This is a small topic, very easy to understand, but it is the foundation for the coming topics. So I want you all to understand them completely, to understand it completely. So see you next time. Thank you.